Donahue, AP News.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
Young persons that are involved with FFA grow in terms of knowledge, experience, education, and responsibility. Salem Memorial District Hospital would like to salute the Salem FFA chapter on the fine work that they do and the accomplishments they achieve through hard work and diligent effort. Salem Memorial District Hospital saluting the Salem FFA chapter.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
It's Winter Car Care at K&H Auto Supply, where you'll find great deals on Park City Conventional 5 quarts of motor oil and MicroGuard filter, $26.99. Hot Shot Secret Diesel Fuel Additive for $17.99. And Lucas High Mileage Fuel Treatment for $8.99. That's at K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our studios, currently we have drizzle with winds out of the northeast. Well, let me remind you that we are under a winter weather advisory. It is in effect until 4 p.m. today, and we could see some snow. That's expected, and total snow accumulation up to 1 inch, with accumulating sleet on elevated surfaces possible. Now let's look at that specific forecast for Dent County. Today, rain, showers, snow showers, and sleet before 3 p.m. Then a chance of snow showers between 3 and 5. Chance of precipitation is 100% with total daytime snow and sleet accumulation of less than 1/2 of an inch being possible, considerably less than what that winter weather advisory statement said. Temperature will be falling to around 32 by 4 p.m. today. Winds continue northerly, 13 to 18 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 26 miles per hour, and our wind chill value will be as low as 21 degrees. Tonight we'll have mostly cloudy skies, the low temperature around 16 degrees. Winds will be out of the north tonight, 14 to 17 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 26 miles per hour, and our wind chill value will be as low as 4 degrees. Tomorrow will be partly sunny, but gradually become sunny, and we'll have a high temperature near 35 degrees. North winds will be 9 to 14 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour, and our wind chill value early tomorrow as low as 2 degrees. Then tomorrow night we'll have clear skies, low temperature around 21 degrees. Winds will be out of the west tomorrow night, 8 to 13 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour, and our wind chill value Saturday night will be as low as 10 degrees. Sunday should be sunny. Our high temperature is going to be up a little bit, around 53 degrees, with westerly winds 9 to 14 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Sunday night, we expect clear skies, low temperature around 25. Then Monday, when we observe President's Day, will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 56 degrees. Monday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 33. Then sunny skies are forecast for Tuesday with a high temperature near 62 degrees. Tuesday night will be mostly clear with a low around 39. Then Wednesday may be the pick day of the week with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 68 degrees. Skies will be mostly cloudy Wednesday night with low around 45, and Thursday we'll have a chance of showers on Thursday with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 60 degrees. And that's been your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
In 1951, the Christian Mission at Glasgow Christian Church in Glasgow, Illinois, sponsored the printing of a spiral-bound booklet featuring 1001 helpful household hints. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. This guide might have been a fundraiser for this group of ladies that included my grandma, great-grandma, and several great-great-aunts. Glasgow is a very small town in a very small county in west central Illinois. Although I grew up on rural Route Winchester, Glasgow was the nearest town and home to my great-grandma and all of those ants. When I was sorting through Grandma's cookbooks, I came across this little gem of a guide. There are chapters on everything from baking to sewing, flowers to insects, laundry to business laws, and wedding anniversaries to federal old age benefits. The guide's been tucked away in a corner of a kitchen cabinet for several years now. I stumbled across it last week, and as I began to skim through, found myself mesmerized by the contents, prompting me to share a few of the pointers with you. A contract with a minor or a lunatic is void. A note obtained by fraud or given by an intoxicated person cannot be collected. As for baking, do not grease the sides of cake pans. How would you like to climb a greased pole? To kill worms on cabbage, take 1 tablespoon of Paris green and 9 parts of flour and dust on cabbage. To whiten laces, wash them in sour milk. Well, the times and the tools we use to accomplish our household tasks have changed, but we still want our cakes to rise, our laces white, and our cabbage without worms. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
The National Pork Board has been working to expand pork demand. Dr. David Newman, Senior Vice President for Market Growth, says it starts with better understanding of future pork consumers.
Knowing what they want to purchase, how they want to prepare it, and where they are shopping. So, for example, in partnership with state pork associations, we're working with retailers, with food service companies, and even with convenience stores on marketing initiatives that focus on a variety of pork items all around the United States.
And with more and more consumers stopping at convenience stores for meals, Newman says it's a great opportunity for pork.
We are actually focusing not only on quick items, think about something like a pre-cooked bacon wrapped tenderloin or possibly a pork fritter sandwich, but we actually now see consumers going into convenience stores for fresh items.
Go to brownfield.com and click on the Appetite for Pork Report banner to see the full conversation.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back on the fields in Jupiter, Florida for Spring Training 2024. It will be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered, and we'll be with you from the first pitch until the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
A quiet Friday for direct cash cattle trading. Cash hogs are higher at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's a quiet start for direct cash cattle business following the previous 2 days of light to moderate trade. Northern dress deals have been marked at mostly $287 to $288, steady to $1 lower than the previous week's weighted averages. Southern trade this week has been up mostly $180. That's $2 lower than the prior week's weighted averages. Box beef is higher at midday on solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up 76 cents at $296.06. Select is 20 cents higher at $288.19. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steers 550 to 900 pounds are $3 to $5 higher. Steers 900 pounds and up were steady to $4 lower. Heifers were $2 to $5 lower. The USDA says the quality was good for the Hereford Influence sale. Many heifers purchased for replacements brought top dollar. Demand was also good. Medium and large one feeder steer 665 to 696 pounds brought $270 to $284. Feeder steers 754 to 780 pounds brought $252.50 to $264.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers 651 to 695 pounds brought $236 to $249. Cash hogs are higher at midday with moderate negotiated purchases. Processors were a little more aggressive in their procurement efforts and have been bidding up to move needed numbers. It was a very strong week for export sales and shipments, with Mexico topping both of those lists. That affirms demand for U.S. pork on the global market remains strong. The industry continues to watch the availability of market-ready hogs. Slaughter numbers have pulled back a little, which could indicate supplies are getting a little tight. Barrows and Gilt at the National Daily Director up $1.18 with a weighted average of $69.50. The Iowa Minnesota is 37 cents higher with a weighted average of $69.65, and the Western Corn Belt is up $1.33 with a weighted average of $69.65. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are $2 lower at $50. At Illinois, slaughter sow prices were steady steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $38 to $50. Beers and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $37 to $47. And pork values are higher at midday, up $1.32 at $91.11. Ribs and bellies were both sharply higher. Butts and loins are lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that would take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Leota Yvonne Crane, age 86, formerly of Salem, passed away Sunday, January 28th in Chesterfield, Missouri. Funeral services for Leota Crane will be today at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Leota Crane started at 11 this morning and will continue until service time at 1 o'clock. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the Love Pack Backpack Program or the Alzheimer's Association. And all arrangements for Leota Yvonne Crane, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Rosemary Louise Otto of Cherryville passed away Sunday, February 11th at the age of 58 years. Memorial services for Rosemary Otto will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation will also be on Saturday from 11 a.m. in the morning until service time at 1 at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home. And all arrangements for Rosemary Louise Otto of Cherryville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news. It's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board of Directors will be holding a special meeting this evening at 6 o'clock in the hospital library. It may be conducted and attended by telephone or other electronic means, and the public may observe and attend any portion of the meeting not closed to the public. At this special meeting, the board will be interviewing potential board candidates before adjourning. Anyone that would like to attend by telephone or electronic means should contact the hospital administration office to obtain access information, and that number is 573-729-6626, extension 4005. Well, tonight is basketball homecoming at Salem High School when Salem will be hosting Ava. Senior Queen candidates include Riley Darby, Fatima Correga, and Neely Leathers. The 3 King candidates are Carson Baird, Owen Hamilton, and Wyatt Martin. They'll each be walking with their respective other. Junior tenants are Aspen Toman and Ronald Wadsworth. Sophomore tenants are Maggie Hogan and Dylan Parker. Freshman attendants are Allison Walters and Lincoln Atkinson. The Salem Ranger District will be hiring 2 or 3 high school students for the Youth Conservation Corps YCC program this summer. Students and recent graduates between the ages of 15 and 18 are welcome and encouraged to apply. The deadline to apply is March 29th by the close of business at 4:30 in the afternoon. If you would like more information or if you have questions, contact the main office at 573-729-6656. Blank applications are available at the Salem Ranger Station at 1301 South Main Street in Salem. They're open from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. Beginning February 24th, all residents will have to dial the 573 area code as well as your local 7-digit number to complete a call. This is because a new area code of 235 is being added to our area as an overlay of the existing 573 area code and not replacing it. The overlay does not require customers to change their existing area code, but it will require them to dial the area code to complete local calls. The 6-month permissive dialing period began back in August to give consumers adequate time to adjust to the dialing changes from 7 to 10 digits. So starting Saturday, February 24th, a week from tomorrow, all local calls made within the 573 area code must be placed using 10 digits. Those would be the area code plus the 7-digit telephone number. Calls placed using just 7 digits will not be completed. Then starting on March 24th, the new telephone services may be assigned numbers using the new 235 area code as well as the old 573 area code. The Dent County Commission met Thursday at the courthouse. At the meeting, Tom Haynes asked the commission if they had been in touch with MoDOT about the Standing Rock Bridge at Gladden and if they had requested the bridge be wider than the proposed 26 feet. The current bridge is 20 foot wide, but other bridges that have been replaced on Highways 32 and 19 by MoDOT have been 30 foot wide. The commission said they would get in touch with MoDOT engineer Preston Kramer on the subject, and Haynes indicated he would follow up on the subject as well. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said grading would be done on Dent County roads 4080, 5520, and 6280, while rock was going to be added to County Road 6245. He said a worker would be stockpiling chips at the county shed for the chip and seal repair later this year. Mowbray said he was contacted by Jason Lott, the superintendent of the Ozark National Scenic Riverways, about them wanting to shut off vehicle river access to Tanvat near the bridge with possibly using some large boulders. Mowbray said the county received a flat project to asphalt the road in the area, and those larger boulders could impede the flow of water when it gets high during heavy rains that could actually damage the new road. Mowbray said he will meet with Lott and William Terry at the Tanvat location to review what the best solution may be. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported materials will be added and grading will be done on Dent County roads 2590, 2610, and 4437, while only grading will be done on County roads 2580, 2593, 2600, and 2613. Polk said brush will be cut on County Road 4070, while rock will be added to County Roads 5320 and 5325. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he attended the TAC Committee meeting and MRPC meeting where state and federal issues were discussed. He said the commission will be signing the TAP agreement for an engineering study to be done on the sidewalks around the courthouse that was budgeted for in the 2024 budget. The commissioners will also be signing the agreement for support to the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said the last day to register to vote in the municipal election will be March 6th. At the last meeting, Curley said she balanced with the Dent County Treasurer on all accounts for the month of January. She also reported the county is in the middle of a financial audit. Interim Public Works Director Joe Chase and City of Salem Electric Department Supervisor Josh Kotzdorf came in to talk with commissioners at the last meeting about running the new electric service to the courthouse from 1 or 2 poles where the city could do the work and save the county some money. No decision was made at that time. Engineer Corky Stack was in to talk with the commission about the lights on the courthouse, and there continues to be some problems. Stack was in contact with Trim Lights, and they are trying to correct the problem remotely as they feel it is a software issue, but have had little success fixing the problem. Stack took pictures of the outdoor control boxes to show there was no vandalism and also allowed Trim Lights to see if something was out of place. Stack said if they can't fix the software remotely, they may have to replace the control boxes. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson had told Stack he didn't want Trim Lights paid until the job was completed, but the contractor did pay them out of the funds they had received, which removed any leverage the county had over the company to get the project completed properly. There were also some other items the commission listed to be addressed, including landscaping, painting, a window grid, and more. The commission did agree to get 4 screens for the first floor windows. Also at the last meeting, Collector Shannon Van Kirk brought in her monthly turnover report showing that $443,340.82 was collected. She also outlawed the 2019 personal property tax totaling about $8,000 that was going to be abated. The courthouse will be closed Monday for President's Day, and the next meeting of the commission will be Thursday, February 22nd. The Salem Police Department has released their report for the month of January. The department responded to 13 accidents during the month. Officers also responded to 10 alarms sounding and addressed 29 animal calls. Officers investigated 3 assaults or fights, 7 burglaries, performed 20 well-being checks, and 8 area checks during the month. The department investigated 7 domestic disputes, a verbal disturbance, conducted 61 follow-up investigations, and provided 16 escorts. They investigated 2 nuisance incidents, 5 harassment reports, 2 fraud charges, took a missing persons report, and offered assistance to 3 motorists. The Salem Police wrote 2 property damage reports during January, plus made 11 stealing reports and 4 shoplifting reports. Officers investigated 6 suspicious circumstance calls, 15 suspicious person calls, and 6 suspicious vehicle calls. Officers responded to 2 trespassing calls and attempted to serve 10 warrants in January. Officers conducted 106 traffic stops during the month. They also prepared and submitted 17 uniform crime reports. The police responded to a total of 525 incidents in January, with the average response time to calls being 2 minutes and 31 seconds, and the average time spent on the scene was 17 minutes and 21 seconds. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking reminds us to salute our emergency first responders, law enforcement, firefighters, and paramedics for their professionalism, commitment, and bravery. These men and women are willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. First responders are the backbone of our country. They deserve our admiration, so thank them for everything they do for us. This message from Kinder Feed and Farm Supply in Licking, a proud American company. Call 573-674-2644.
Agriculture plays a big part in our everyday lives, from fibers in our clothes to the foods that we eat. If it weren't for agricultural programs such as FFA, we wouldn't have the resources that we do, and that's one reason Roberts Judson and the staff are proud to support the Salem FFA chapter. Roberts Judson at 302 East 4th Street in Salem.
Southtown Furniture.
Let me tell you about Southtown Furniture's major sales event. It's their biggest inventory ever at Southtown Furniture, where they have in-stock furniture and mattresses from one end of the building to the other and from wall to wall. You're not going to believe this, but Southtown Furniture is offering 10 to 60% discounts on their already low everyday prices. Southtown Furniture accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can also ask them about layaway plans. Don't miss this big sales event going on right now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem.
The best selection, you'll agree, with satisfaction guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Agriculture plays a huge part in our everyday lives, from food that we eat to the fibers in our clothes. If it weren't for the agricultural programs such as FFA, we wouldn't have the resources that we do, and that's one reason Derek and Randy Hubbs of Hubbs Tire Center and their families are proud to support the Salem chapter in all that they do.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Lady Basketball Tigers regular season ended last night at the SHS Gym with a 35-25 win over the Ava Lady Bears. Salem was led in scoring by Addison Fulton, who had 12 points. Salem finished the regular season with a 6-20 overall record and 3-4 in the SCA Conference. The seed meeting for the district playoffs will be held Saturday. The Lady Tigers will play on Monday, February 26th at St. Francis Borgia against an opponent yet to be determined. The Salem boys basketball Tigers will host Ava in the homecoming game tonight, with the JV game starting at 6 and the varsity game to follow. The homecoming festivities will be held between the JV and varsity games. Salem is 12-12 overall and 3-3 in the SCA Conference, while Ava is 5-18 and 2-4 in the SCA Conference. The game can be heard live on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media starting around 7:25 with Tiger Talk and Coach Jared Patterson. 6 different St. Louis players scored as the Blues beat the Edmonton Oilers Thursday night in St. Louis 6-3. Robert Thomas, Jake Neighbors had a goal and 2 assists, while Jordan Kyrou, Tor Krug, Brendan Saad, and Pavel Buchanovich scored for the Blues, who face Nashville Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. The pregame show will begin at 3:30, and you can hear it right here on KSMO. The Missouri basketball Tigers will be at Ole Miss to face the Rebels Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Missouri is 8-16 on the year, while Ole Miss enters the game with a 18-6 record. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio right after Blues hockey Saturday night. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports and Bill Pollock. The Blues beat the Edmonton Oilers 6-3, coming back from down 2-1 after the first period by scoring 4 in the second. Jake Neighbors tied the game.
And then Krug in front, tipped on goal, rebound is loose. Neighbors shoots, he scores! Neighbors, a spinner ram up beauty, and it's 2-2.
Valley Sports Midwest, and then he had a beautiful behind-the-back pass to Torrey Krug, who put the Blues up for good.
Part of our identity is getting pucks to the goal line and, wearing teams down, playing in the ozone, getting the puck a little high and getting to the net and getting shots there. So I thought we did a better job of that in the second, and, obviously worked out for us.
Big game from Jake. The Blues have now won 8 of their last 10. By the way, Jordan Binnington made 35 saves. The Blues at home tomorrow against Nashville. The Mizzou Tigers go for their first conference win of the season. They visit Ole Miss. The Tigers have lost their last 11 games after losing to Mississippi State 75-51 last Saturday. How is Dennis Gates handling this?
I meet it face to face. I don't run from it. I don't run or lead any different than I would last year. I don't get high. I don't get low. I'm a very consistent leader, so I just make sure our guys are provided the affirmation that they're good enough, that that there's a brighter side to all of this. There's a lesson that's being learned.
Carrick Jackson makes his head coaching debut for Mizzou baseball. They open the season today at Cal Poly. And after going 5-0 their first weekend of the season, the 14th-ranked Mizzou softball team is in Denton, Texas for the Tracy Beard College Classic. Kansas City learned last week that they will play host to 6 World Cup games at Arrowhead Stadium in June and July of 2026, including a quarterfinal match. After the Super Bowl rally shooting, Taylor Twellman, an analyst for Major League Soccer and St. Louis Sports Hall of Famer, posted on X, "Disgraceful. Imagine when the World Cup is here, why would a visitor feel safe?" End quote. Bill Pollock, Missouri Nuts Sports.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is CHIP. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Want to get out of just about anything and look like an earth-saving hero? Just use the environment excuse. High school reunion? Sorry, can't. Planetary obligations. Unfortunate bridesmaid's dress? Unfortunately, you promised the climate you'd buy more vintage. Chauffeuring teens? The earth really needs them to hoof it. The environment is always the best excuse. Find your out and opt in to cutting carbon. Just visit theenvironmentexcuse.org. Brought to you by WildAid.
Trademark Office.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Why is the grass always greener on the other side of the fence? Well, they fertilize with Dent County Farm Supply Fertilizer. The plant is located on Highway 72 across from the concrete plant. They have fertilizer, ammonium nitrate, and micronutrients, and they also have herbicides and seeds as well as custom fertilizer and lime spreading services. Plus, Dent County Farm Supply at 1716 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem is now offering John Deere financing, and they can handle all of your animal needs. For more information about fertilizer or feed, call 453-2920.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Agriculture plays a big part in our everyday lives, from fibers in our clothes to the foods that we eat. If it weren't for agricultural programs such as FFA, we wouldn't have the resources that we do, and that's one reason Roberts Judson and the staff are proud to support the Salem FFA chapter. Roberts Judson at 302 East 4th Street in Salem.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th at 7 at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser, Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!
Agricultural education and FFA give young people the knowledge, skills, and experience to become leaders with a vision for themselves and the nation. They're prepared not only for careers in the science business and technology of agriculture, but also for success in life. Join Stephen M. Patterson, attorney at law, in saluting the Salem FFA chapter during FFA Week.
Missouri Net News, I'm Dale Forbes. It could get worse as the day goes on. Snowplow drivers were already on the job earlier this morning, but the big problems may not show up until later in the day. Ground temperatures are above freezing this Friday, but the thermometer will take a dive as the day goes on. Missouri could prevent local governments from delaying evictions unless allowed by state law. The Missouri House has passed a bill sponsored by Republican Chris Brown of Kansas City. But Democrat Ingrid Burnett opposes the bill, saying that cities are not looking for an opportunity to enact moratoriums.
Local governments understand what the need that we have to support landlords, and so I think this is a heavy-handed reaction to a very extraordinary circumstance that we had that's not necessary.
This is Missouri Net.